Hey guys, we deployed file upload. It's so exciting. It's been a while. We're working on this, and if you've seen last couple of videos, you kind of saw how it was supposed to work, and even the file viewer was kind of a new thing. I was trying to see, a lot of it I used Cloud Code for, but of course AI doesn't give you the polished product. I still have to spend a lot of time to polish it. But anyway, today I'm going to show you the final version, which we deployed yesterday, and I wanted to do it before the new year, but last week I had to take a couple days off. Well, I was almost forced to take a couple days off, family events, all those things. And so this week there was some additional changes I had to make and polish it more. So we finally have a version I think I'm happy with to be our first version. It's still not done 100%. We're still gonna make some more improvements, but let me show you how it works. And then I'll, if you stay until the end of the video, I'm gonna cover the next project I'm working on, and then I kind of like this method. Maybe we're gonna do more public developing and showing you the progress of the different modules and components as we get them done. So let me show you how the file upload works. Okay, so this is Loocey. Those of you who are new to Loocey, this is how it works. This is how it looks. We have our workspaces and our lists here, which are tables, right? And then you have columns. So I've created a couple of columns here, but we'll, I guess, do a new one just so you can see. And we have two types. We have single file or multi-file. I'll do a single file again here. Okay. So, and again, now it's been, I guess before showing you this, I want to bring up the things we had to do last time we covered. Okay, so last time we had a few things to cover before finishing this module. So first of all, I wanted to fix the icons. Not a big deal, but I hate it when the icons don't look good, right? We had to build the settings modal, which would allow you to change some of the file settings after you're done uploading. File viewer was kind of rough, right? A lot of it was not working, and it's kind of a first draft after building it with AI. And then integration, which I always underestimate because I think, because the way Loocey is designed, it's really module driven. Each module is it's almost like a microservice with all of the dependencies and services, all those things. So it's built in. So it's each module is should work independently, decoupled. Of course, it has some coupling still, but for the most part, it should work on its own. So usually integrations don't go too bad, but you discover a lot of bugs with integrations that you could not see it when building the module. For instance, if you look at this table, before when you're building it, you don't realize some of the CSS issues and how it's gonna look and work inside the table cell and so on. So there's a lot of things that you still kind of spend time on after deploying. So integration, I thought it was gonna take a bit less time, but as usual, it still took the time. And finally, this part is a new thing. I think I did not include in the last. See that my ordering is also messed up. But anyway, there's maybe 5 or 6. I don't know. And I want to capture, if you are uploading an image, I want to capture the image size, and there's gonna be another kind of a feature here. Probably soon I have to work on, which is resizing image. And the reason I need this is because for certain images, like maybe profile picture, you don't want to upload the full size of the picture, so I want a way to resize it in the backend, or allow you to resize it in the settings and so on. But this might be phase 2. Probably don't need it at this moment, so I have to move on and work on the CRM part. But also my team needed the upload feature for our dogs product. So if you are anyway, I'll try. I don't know if today, but if you stay tuned and be sure to subscribe to the channel on YouTube, I want to show you how the docs product progress is being made, and this image or file upload feature, image upload specifically, is big part of it, because you want to be able to upload or show the image anyway and draw on it and so on. But anyway, let me show you. So for the most part, I think we are done with the table view integration. Let me show you how it works now. So we have I just created a single file cell, right? Single file type. In this case, you just click and upload a single file. It's gonna upload, show you the file. Now, if I click on the image, this is the file viewer now that you don't see a lot of functionality, but it's there. So anyway, it's showing you the file name, size, and I like using megabytes, not bytes or what have you by default. And then size. We're capturing the file size as well, because this is an image. Now, if I were to replace this with let's say PDF, right, and see all these things, like it cuts the name and not doesn't drag the table cell or whatever. So all those CSS issues you have to fix when it comes to integration. So this is the PDF now, and I really like the file viewer. I think I wasn't gonna do it, but I think it was worth the time, because now it doesn't open in a new tab. It's there for you. It's quickly, you can access it. It's actually a lot more handy on the multi-file cell. I'll show you in a second. But so for a single cell, it shows the type of the file, and then you can view file. By the way, view file, yeah, it still opens the file viewer. That's good. Now, still, if you want to download or open a new tab, you can still click on this. It's going to open in a new tab. That's good. You click on you can expand it to full screen size. You can click on the model. So this is the settings model I was telling you about. And here I can see by default, when you upload, it's gonna get the file name from the file you upload, but a lot of times it's not that good, right? You want to change the file name that shows up after you're done uploading. You can change it now here, right? And you can also add a description, right? And then save. So what this is gonna do now, it's gonna change the file name, but also it's gonna show you the description here. If I close this, it's gonna have the new file name, and then it's gonna have on the mouse over, it's gonna show you the description as well, right? So I think it was a nice touch, because sometimes you upload the file, you want to give it some context, so give it a quick description as well as what it is. It's optional, you don't have to do it, but you can, right? Now, if you upload an image, by the way, you can access the settings from here as well. It's going to show you the size of the image if it is an image, right? Now let me show you the multi-file. I think this is more cool, because this is using our I think I have to refresh, because this is something I think I have to fix on version 2. So by default, the tokens are live for a certain period of time, and when they expire, we have to refresh the page. I think I'm gonna make it so automatically maybe refresh the page, so for you to get new tokens. So this is the new file, file viewer on a multi-file cell. And here you can have different file types, right? You can close this cell if you don't want to see it, the file, the different files in the multi-file zone, and the other app features work the same way. And if you were to upload a new file here, right? And I'm still testing with all the different file types and so on. The nice thing is, file not found. the different file types. So this file viewer works for a lot of the common file types, but if it's something it doesn't like, so I'm still testing the different file types. If I open this in a new file, so yeah, I guess I have to change this to say, for instance, if I were to upload, say there's one bug I gotta fix, like a JSON file, right? So you can still upload a JSON file, but if I open this now, it's gonna say, hey, I can't really display the JSON file, and you can download it, right? So certain file types you cannot display in the file viewer, right? Maybe I have to do the same thing with CSVs, right? And I allow all the safe file types, right, for you to be able to upload. So this is how it works, and you can. I really like the multi-file, so you can actually upload different file types, and then it's only gonna show you as many files as it has space for. See, it gets cut off now, but then your file list will be here, right? And then for individual file actions, you can do it from here, right? So I think it's a really good version 1 for file upload. It's got the most important features working. The other thing I want to show you is the paste. the paste. The paste is by the way, I probably have to have a paste feature here as well. So paste file. So when you copy, there's a lot of security issues. Our security is built into browsers, don't allow you to easily paste the file, things like that. So for paste, I wanted to do 2 different things. So if I were to like copy this with the Control-C, or just like a copy command here, let me see if this works. I haven't tried it. Use copy paste. Okay. See, there's like a security thing that it pops up. I'm gonna say allow. Maybe it did not work. Let's try again. I guess I have to work on it some more. And so I started working on paste, and then I realized there's too many steps, too many issues with it because of the security that's built into the browser. So I might get rid of it for some time. Okay, I just realized the quality of the screen recording wasn't great, so I have to redo certain parts again. So sorry about that. I have a whole new setup, studio setup here. So hopefully over time will be more improved. You can get better quality videos with camera and all that. So let's get back to where we left off, which was with showing you how the new features work. So let me show you how this works now. So basically we create the single file column here, right? You select the file, uploads, right? It gives you the file name. You click on it. This is the file browser we were using, right? That we created last time, but wasn't really polished. Here we have a few features, which again shows the file name, the file size. I like using in megabytes, right? And this is the size of the image. If it is an image, if I were to upload a PDF, it would not have file size, right? So it just has the file name. Now, if I want to open this, I can maximize this, by the way, or not. Or if I want to open this in a new tab, you can do that here. You can also open the settings. Settings gives you more control over a few things, like the file name, because by default, when you upload file, it gets the file name from the file, right? But let's say I want to change this, right? And then I can also add a description, right? And then I can save this. Now it's going to change the file name here and also show you the description. And this is nice because sometimes you want to give a bit of context on what type of file this is, what it is, right? And if you mouse over, it's also going to show you the description as well. If you click on it, open. So anyway, so that was the file settings. You can also access from here, right? And change the file name, change the description over time. There might be other features here, but and then it shows the size, type, and all that. And if it is an image file, like if we upload an image, it is gonna show you the image. If I go to the settings here, it's gonna show you the image size, right? So So this is the file settings model, which was on our list of things to do. So that's done. That's good. I'm gonna close this. But I like our new file viewer. Some of the features are better seen on a multi-file cell. So, but like I showed you, you can create a single file column, or you can create a multi-file column. And when you have a multi-file column, you can basically upload multiple files here, right? And then it's gonna basically, you can create as many as you like. And if it at some point gets cut when it's on a column cell, right? But it is gonna show you all the list of the files here. Or if you click on open one of these, it is gonna basically, this is the new file viewer with the list of files on the side, and you can close the side menu, you can open it. I think it's nice. I don't know. I like this new file viewer. I know it took a bit of more effort to get this done, but it still is some edge cases I gotta solve for. For instance, certain document types. So by default, we allow you to upload all the common types, but certain document types like JSON, for instance, you can't really display here due to security, all those things. I don't know. So you can download the file, right? If you can download it, it's gonna just download the file. So that's good. Now PDF is fine. Image files are fine. And then sometimes, so I found a way to display docs, Excel and docs. Let's try Excel actually. Let's see if that works. And it's a hit or miss. Sometimes it works. I found a way to display Excel, which it works here. CSV sums, and I thought it was gonna work, but CSV does not work. So I gotta change this back to say to allow you to download the file instead of viewing it. And Excel works, I think. I think docs, Word documents were also working. I don't know what. Let's try upload a new one. I'm gonna see if it's upload issue or just doesn't. It used to work fine, so this is fine. Let me delete this file and upload again. And sometimes again, because I was playing with the metadata of the upload, and maybe some of these were like older uploads and does not have some details. So if I were to upload again, we should have hopefully our document working here. Yeah. So the worst case, you can always open in a new tab, and this is gonna download, or when it can't display the file. Like for PDF, if you open it, I think it is gonna show you. And this is kind of a browser setting, so it really depends on a lot of times on your configuration as well, and what kind of machine you have, what kind of browser you're using. But I still wanted to kind of create a more consistent look and feel, right, for viewing the files. And I think, and I don't know, you guys tell me. I have not seen any other, competing product having this. I don't know, maybe they do. I haven't paid attention. This is all my vision as well as the file upload and multi-file kind of viewer. Now, who are our competitors? So at this point, Loocey is on a different scale. But if you ever used ClickUp or Monday.com or Airtable, for instance, right? And I'm guessing some of them have file upload. I don't think they have it to this level of control. You might just do basic file upload, and that's what they do. But I want to give you more control, right? From file creation to changing the name to being able to upload multiple files on a single cell, right? To being able to other things, changing the name after you upload. Also, when and it is a default Loocey feature, but basically when you create a column, this is actual column in the database, right? This is the file, this column name here. I don't think any other software does this, right? Anyway, so it's kind of high level on the file upload, and we just deployed yesterday, I think, first version. So this is live now in our product. However, as you know, as you know, Loocey's platform has not been launched yet in terms of the global platform itself. Now we have launched our government contracting module. By the way, this for my government contracting customers, stay tuned. I'm gonna show you how you add this file upload to the bidding board in a second. Yeah, so we have a product launch for our contractors, but Loocey's platform on its own we have not launched yet, and that's the plan for this year. We're gonna launch Loocey. Hopefully, we'll do a big launch, and follow along. You will follow all the things and steps we take to do the launch. But basically, we are gonna launch the global CRM and project management platform of Loocey. On top of that, the Docs platform or Docs product, which is document management. And it's not just a simple document management. It's imagine merging Canva with with document management and making it SEO friendly as well. So anyway, if you stay tuned, if you subscribe to the channel, I'm gonna do more demos on our Docs product. So it's coming this year, and the chatbot product is coming this year. There's a lot of stuff coming this year, but at minimum, I think the first launch we're gonna do is the Loocey's platform. So anyway, at this point, this is high level how the file upload works. Now, and as I promised, I'm gonna show you the CRM progress we've made so far, and then at the very end, if you're interested, keep watching so I can show you how, if you are using our government contracting product, how you can add a column to be able to upload your codes and things like that. Start using this file upload feature, right? So let's get back to our screen here. Okay, so this is our CRM module. Again, it's a work in progress. I was working on this before the upload, but I decided to kind of finish the upload and come back to this. And this is kind of the bones of Loocey, because we want to merge, we want to merge project as a core of Loocey is gonna be project management merged with CRM, because we think, of course we'll have the other products as well, but we think every single business today needs CRM as well as project management. You can't have any type of business if you don't have one of these, right? And I think you'll need, any business needs customers, right? So you need to manage the customer sales process, and any business has some sort of project management, whether it's marketing agency that needs to go through and do the marketing efforts, or any business needs project management, I think, to kind of manage the projects to the customers, or the workflow, whatever you want to call it. For our government contracting customers, the project management is actually the contract management section, right? For them to be able to manage the contracts and bids and statuses and so on, right? So in a way, project management is merged with, I'm calling it business operating system, right? So any business has their own custom operating system that they work by, and sometimes these are called like ERPs and things like that, which eventually Loocey is gonna go into ERP kind of space. But anyway, nevertheless, so far, the whole promise of Loocey when we started building this was, because of my frustration with the tools on the market now, that and none of them, and I mean none of them, have this done well, right? You have on one side you have like HubSpot, you have Pipedrive, all these CRMs that do a good job with CRM side of things, but they suck at project management, right? They might have some basic level project management, and that's it, right? On the other hand, you have tools like Monday.com, ClickUp, or Airtable, what have you, that kind of help you with project management, or actually creating customized business software for, of course, mundane ClickUp are not meant for software creation or custom software operating system creation for your business. So don't do that. I know a lot of companies do that, and they end up at the end hitting walls. But anyway, Airtable, I know some companies heavily use it to build the back end of their tool or their custom software, right? But what I was trying to get to is, I still, the whole, why I started building Loocey was because this first point, which was, when I was trying to start an agency, I had to use the different tools. And then what's the issue with using the different tools? Number one is you now have to use something like Zapier or something else to sync the data, because on project side, you need your customers on the project side. On the CRM side, you also need to know what's going on with the projects, right? So it has to be like a two-way sync. It's a nightmare, right? So, and I don't know how businesses have survived so long with this. And I know Salesforce, there's a whole industry of custom development where they kind of go in and build these custom business modules on top of Salesforce or what have you, because it has the core CRM aspects, but then it has a developer-friendly APIs, things like that, which businesses use to kind of bundle on top of the CRM that their project management or business management needs, right? So anyway, long story short, that was the promise of Loocey from day one, is I want to create, at a minimum, those two things have to work really well with each other. Of course, we'll have all the other products like email marketing and chatbots and documentation management, all those things on the side that will kind of become part of this ecosystem. And you know what, guys, from day one I was telling everyone Loocey is an all-in-one product, and I guess the term all-in-one has been used so many times that that if you tell someone, we just all-in-one software, all-in-one this, and they just get disconnected or turned off by that term, because I guess there was so many companies have tried to do this. And to be fair, it is not easy. It's hard. It is hard. I mean, it's taken us close to 2 years to get to this level, and we still haven't launched. We still have still a lot of work to do. And I mean, with my 20-year experience in the field, right, and building business applications, it's taken me with a lot of help, self-funding, right, 2 years to get to this point, and we're still not done. So it's not easy. It was never easy, and I'm on this full time. But that was my vision. I wanted to build an all-in-one tool because I think every business needs an all-in-one solution to just make everything work together seamlessly, right? Without, what is the number one income for all these agencies that do dev work? It is the integration part. That's where the highest money is paid, is for integrations. What is exactly integration? Integration is what I just said, right? A lot of times it's syncing data between the systems, or it's integrating two systems together. So when you have disconnected products, you kind of have to now have something in between for them to talk to each other, and that alone takes a lot of effort. Anyway, long story short, I'm gonna show you where we are with the CRM. And again, CRM is still early on, I think, because I wanted to get the project management, the Loocey's core done well before tackling the CRM. But now I think Loocey has gotten to a point where we can go back to the CRM. And let me show you where we are with the CRM. So, and this has got a lot of this probably still change, but on a high level on CRMs, you have leads, right, which is our usual. And by the way, this will be a module or template. When you sign up with Loocey, you will get the CRM preset with all the all these columns and types, all those things. So the other thing I had to change. So now this is the table view, but a lot of CRMs have what's called a pipeline view, right? Like this. And then they also probably charge you for having multiple pipelines over sales processes, right? And this is like for Loocey, I had to modify a few things to get this, but to make this video short, and I'm probably gonna have more detailed video on this, but let me quickly show you where we stand. So we have leads, we have deals, that so initially you have leads, right? When they become qualified, you convert them to deals, and that conversion part has not been done yet. Then when the deal is closed, they become customers, and then a customer can have contacts, right? So if I were to go into a customer here in a detailed view, I should see their contacts, right, and their deals and so on. So, and again, in this video, I don't want to make it too long, but one thing as a to-do, right, because I like this method. First thing I'm gonna change. So we now have leads, deals, customers, contacts, right? And a lot of different. I invest a lot of time analyzing the different software and how kind of these objects. First of all, what do we want to call them, and how they work with each other, right? Because in some places it's called deals, other places it's called contacts or companies, and like in HubSpot it's just companies and contacts. In Pipedrive it's something else. So initially I thought I wanted to use just the term customer and contacts, because in some places it's called account, right, or companies, or so. I thought customers made sense, but I'm having second thoughts on it now. I think I'm gonna go back to having maybe just companies and contacts. And now see, we also have vendors here, because again, like I said, Loocey will go into ERP space, right? We don't just want to be a CRM. So vendors, if you think about a vendor, so vendor will have their own fields, but also vendor can also be a customer, right? Which is why I think changing the terminology to keeping it simple, just companies and contacts, probably makes sense, because then we'll still have vendors, but vendors will be linked to company table. So a vendor is still a company, which also can be a customer, right? So I think I'm gonna go back to having companies and contacts, and all these things are like in the configuration I have. See, leads also have contacts. So the thing that's why right now they're separated out, because a lead contact could be different from a vendor contact, deal contact. See, it gets pretty messy when you have kind of different types of objects, because then it just gets harder to manage versus just having two main tables, which is your companies and contacts, and then leads and deals and vendors. All those things can be just linked to those two tables, right? This has, of course, some downsides, and the reason I initially did this was because I was thinking, what if you have you scrape the web and you have 50,000 leads, right? Do you want to make them contacts? And this is why I kind of did it this way initially. And by the way, tell me in the comments. I'm still kind of a couple days before I tackle this. I don't know. But then I thought most businesses probably do not do that. And if you take them, if you go on, if you take the most route, right, then yeah, you're left with. It's better to have consistent objects, which is just companies and contacts. And then if someone scrapes the web and creates 100,000 contacts, right? Now our Loocey will still handle it because what? Because you guys know Loocey's backend, every single customer gets a dedicated cloud-based database. So technically, when you, unlike other systems, when you push a lot of data into Loocey, it's stored in a relational database. So then it can grow with your business. So it's fine. So long story short, I think step one is gonna be to consolidate this into just companies and contacts. But then the vendors, so because we have a way to create relational, by the way, we have a video for this, but anyway, it's a way of joining tables. So for vendors, I think we want to join back to companies. So not duplicate the fields, but just join back to company, and then just add the additional fields that the vendor needs. But the core of it will still be a company, right? So, and the nice thing, how will this relate to project management? It's, the way it's gonna work. So once the CRM is deployed and done, see what different workspaces here, and on the project management side, we're gonna actually have shortcuts or column types, which are companies or contacts. So it's gonna be super integrated together. So when you're working on a project management, if you want to create a column that's gonna allow you to choose a company, you can do that. So it's gonna be well integrated. That's the whole point. And then if you want to assign a project to a company, you don't have to sync the data, right? So it's all gonna be available for you in there. That's kind of the bottom part, the point. So anyway, I think this video kind of went above and beyond, but my first step is I'm gonna consolidate all these tables into companies and contacts, and we create the relationships to everything to be mapped well with each other. That's gonna be step one with the CRM, and then in the next video I'll cover then the follow-up steps. Now for our government contracting customers, I think this video went really long. I'm gonna have 2 videos deployed, published today. One is gonna be for government contractors, so might as well just go watch that for our file upload changes. That's it. Thanks for watching.